And with that, we will now bring in head coach for the Lakeview Lady Vikes, Casey Belitz. And Coach, as we talked about with Brittany there, hard-fought back-and-forth victory here tonight for the Lady Vikes, especially that second set. York really put up a fight after Lakeview able to kind of get an initial lead. So what were you saying to your team in some of those timeouts to kind of keep them composed and keep them into this one in the second set?
Well, honestly, what I was saying is, I told you so. Let's just be honest. That's because we said after the first set, York will play better in the second set. I'll guarantee you they will, and they did. So that was, that's credit to York. And I knew they would. They're well coached, they're competitors, they're athletes. They're going to come back and play well, and they did. And so that's what we were talking about. And so then it becomes our responsibility to match that. We got to match that intensity. And there were moments in the second set where we didn't. Had a couple balls drop between two players that we just didn't communicate. And those little things aren't so little. They really need to be cleaned up, because that stuff just sucks the energy out of a team. And you heard Brittany talk about how the energy, the communication, that's a big deal to us and to any volleyball team. And when you have that stuff happen, then you got negative energy going on, and we saw a little of that in the second set, and to their credit, we cleaned it up in the third and finished the way we wanted to finish.
And Coach, you're able to get this win on the road here tonight. Yep. A little uneven on the road last season as kind of part of an up and down 2017 season overall. So how important is it to get these road victories early on in this season to kind of build the confidence and moving forward for Lakeview as they get farther here in 2018?
No question. Confidence is such a huge deal in sports. We all know that. But I think the other thing that we look at here is kind of the comparison. Last year in a home match against York, we went 5 long sets. I think it was 17-15 in the 5th that we won that. So this year now we say, oh, look at that. We got a sweep tonight where last year we didn't. And I think that does mean something, whether they ever say it or not. They say, okay, yeah, we're progressing. We're making some steps here. And from that comes the confidence that obviously you need when you play the kind of schedule that everybody in C1 plays in high school volleyball in Nebraska.
And Coach, now 3-game winning streak, all those wins coming in straight sets as well. So what are some of the keys to kind of keep this momentum moving forward now with this 3-game winning streak as you get ready to play in another tournament that comes up this weekend?
Well, it's exactly what Brittany said. We have to bring energy to each other. We have to communicate well, and those two things go hand in hand, of course. This team has shown that we're pretty sensitive to that. We play well when we're doing that. We don't play well when we're not doing that. We've seen some flashes of brilliance, frankly, from this team over the course of the summer, some team camps, etc. We've really seen some moments where we were awfully good. And in every case, that's what it is. It's all out on defense, which means people are cheering, which means people are bringing energy to each other. So that is key for this group. And going into Saturday morning, we got to figure out now, how do you bring that on a Saturday morning? Football game the night before and all of that stuff that goes into a Saturday morning tournament. Well, we don't have the luxury of playing poorly every Saturday morning. And so that will be the message. That's going to be the theme over the next 3 days of practice. Saturday morning, we have to do what we did tonight in terms of our level. We don't control the opponent, we control us. And this was a step back to what we have seen at times, not what we saw this last Saturday. And they would tell you the same thing. We were not happy with how we played Saturday. That's what we got to bring this Saturday, is what you saw tonight.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck then this weekend and the rest of the season.
Yep, appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.